cool to see such a young player starting to compete. It's cool that we still have in Europe a bunch of upcoming talent for StarCraft 2. It's good to see. No, the carrier is not one of the best units in the game. It's super strong against Terran, but it is not one of the best units. It's like, if you ask pros what the best unit is, they will always answer either the Zergling or the Muta or the Defiler. It just matters what definition you're going by. Those 3 units are by far the best units. Are the 3 best units all Zerg? Yeah, isn't that crazy? Imagine if the best units were Protoss units. Holy shit, man. The game wouldn't be playable. At least you have to have some amount of skill to utilize these units. Maybe not Zerglings, but, you know, the other ones. Well, maybe not Defilers, but at least Mutas, right?
What? Sufficient lie advanced moron cheered. X300 and $3.33. X333 cents and $3 and $3.33 and 3 cents and cents nated 3 nated and $3.33 and donated X333
oh my God.
and 33 cents. Clever StarCraft guy jeered. X333,333,300.
That's about how much he's gonna have to if he doesn't want to get fucking blocked soon.
And 33 cents. What are you gonna do? Ban me? X300.
Okay, thank you very much, man. All right, let's take a look at what we're actually looking at in this game. I haven't been paying super close attention so far. It looks pretty normal. Probe hiding in kind of an interesting location here for Rostok. Maybe he has that timed out to dodge the... Yeah, it looks like it's perfectly timed out for the Lings to pass. So he's going to go back, loop around, see if there's a third, it looks like, over on the left-hand side. We have the Twilight coming up here for him as well. Sees no third base. I wonder if Pig's going to go for the macro hatch again. I don't know. No, it looks like he's going for the regular third hatch there. Yeah, the drone going down. Yeah, so he doesn't quite block that there. Twilight coming up should mean Glaives. I'd be pretty surprised if it was something else.
$3.33.
What's up?
Hi, Artosis.
What's up?
Question for you.
Okay.
Protoss can steal gas at the very start of a game and force the opponent to completely change builds to adjust.
Yes.
In your opinion, did this in any way influence SC2 developers to go to a 2-gas format?
Yes. Yes. I think 2 gases is more interesting economically than 1 gas, probably. But certainly, offensive gas is such a silly and stupid thing that they did not want something like that to exist. The fact that you can completely change what someone's doing. Okay, we're gonna pause donos. Thank you, dish placement. We'll play donos at the end of the game. In between games, we'll play them, guys. Thank you, dish placement. Okay, anyways. Yeah, they also nerfed the health. Assimilators have like twice as much health as extractors or as refineries. Plus, they build by themselves. Plus, they have longer vision than the other ones. Isn't that crazy shit? Wow, the game's really balanced, isn't it? Isn't that fucking insane? Did you know probes have an additional vision as well? Wow. Seems fair. Okay, so a lot of adepts out here. Third base is being made. Good amount of adepts here on those 4 gates. Now, there's no prism or anything like that. So, you know, you're sending out 10 adepts right now in 2 different directions. I think that was a mistake. You just clicked somewhere and they happened to split. Yeah. And let's see what Rostok can get done. Let's see what the defense here of Pig is actually going to look like. That's a good skin on those adepts, by the way. That looks good. It's good looking. All right, seize the lair. Oh, man. Pig's screwed, man. Yeah, losing 3 drones, running the rest away at the moment. He is hatching quite a few drones right now. Or, roaches, rather, sorry. So 7 drones have fallen. Pretty bad news here for Pig. Now, Blink is coming up here for Rostok. Kind of an interesting style. We don't see a Robo yet at all. We don't see a Forge yet at all. He's just sitting here on 4 gates making units and probes. It's like very, very basic bro stuff. And in fact, all of his adepts got out, which makes this that much harder. To go across the map, force that many roaches, kill that many drones. Pretty tough situation. Look how many fucking adepts he has. Oh my god. That is a serious amount of adepts. Alright, comes up and is fighting these roaches for now. Not that good a micro, I think. I feel like you could have done a little bit better, but gets 7 more drones. Holy crap. Yeah, and look at this. Pig has to split. He can actually just kill those roaches. Yeah, that's a good cancel. And he's just going to get the lair. My god. Oof. These young kids, man. Alright, so there's a little bit of a link counterattack that goes on, but doesn't really get much done. I mean, you lose the layer here. I want to call game. It's not, I guess, 100%. Maybe there's some way here that Pig can wiggle his way back into it. But certainly not looking very good when you look at how much has been killed off. Holy crap. And it's way worse than even the numbers show, because losing your layer, that specifically is so bad. It's a tough one here. Like, if you literally just make units as Rostok, it almost doesn't even matter what units you make at this point. But if you're just making units, there shouldn't be any realistic way for Pig to come back here. I'm, like, trying to think. Like, even just mathematically looking at it, like, even a really good Baneling connection shouldn't be able to do it. I guess if it was like pure charge law and you went Baneling, that would be... maybe that would be a way that there would be some sort of possibility. But yeah, Pig is in a very, very tough spot. Look at this. He's down 14 drones at the moment. He has like an okayish amount of roaches. But second Robo, you know, I mean, will he go Disruptor? Will he go Colossus? Does it matter? Important questions all. Yeah, you can see Rostok really, really at an advantage here. Well, here come the Stalkers. Honestly, I think Pig is gonna probably tap out. Like, if he doesn't have beautiful engagements, the first second he starts losing engagement, I think it's gonna be him tapping out. And the amount of Stalkers here, very basic micro, beats what Pig has right there in that army that we just saw. But he is making more. He's pulling back into a better concave, I think, or at least trying to. The Observer here, of course, helping him to clear some of this creep out. Colossi being produced. Hydralis Den as well as Infestation Pit. Now, one thing we should say is, I mean, as you continue to macro up on both sides, like, it does feel like Rostok is maybe giving Pig, like, some small opportunity here to create some sort of comeback. But I don't hate how he's playing it either. Sometimes it's a lot easier to just add in a few higher tech units as opposed to just mass up and take the game in that direction. He is about to have, well, I guess he has 2 Colossi right now, range and +2, about halfway done. Lurker Den coming up here for Pig. That is where you start to probably have a chance to turn this around. Stalker Colossus is absolutely terrible against Lurker. Stalkers now hitting into this 4th base location. Not a whole lot done, but really poking with anything here is pretty deadly. It's funny how you can look at that and the value of minerals lost is actually higher here for Rostok, but without any doubt, the damage was higher to Pig. Like, Rostok's in a great spot here still. So, Hive is about 1/3 the way done. Getting those Hydra upgrades. Lurker Den about to finish. And yeah, like I was mentioning, I think Lurker is probably where you do start to get more comeback potential here. Realistically, Rostok should just go attack. I mean, you're sitting here with 4 Colossus with Thermal Lance and +2 attack and Blink Stalkers. Your army literally can't get better because this army is like one that's on a clock. Hive Tech actually can demolish this army that Rostok has. So this is a good time for him to attack right before Hive. It's like the optimal time, I would say. So yeah, moving in. This hatchery pig just gives up immediately. Definitely the right choice. He's making some lurkers. 3 lurkers is going to be a little bit low for what he needs them to do. Okay, decent biles here and there. And he's got the lurkers burrowed. Like, you know, again, lurkers are ridiculously good against stalkers and decent against Colossus. Colossus, like, with heavy micro can do well against lurkers, but, like, in this type of situation, not so good. All right, Stargate coming up for Rostok. 5th base as well. He's using really good skins. He has very good taste in skins. That's a high quality Zealot skin right there. They look like linebackers. No way he's gonna get this, right? Oh my god, he is. Jeez. Painful. Loses another hatch. All right, the lurker's coming in, bro, and he will back up 5 Colossi, though. Seriously. Like, I'm surprised, honestly, that he hasn't just made a few Disruptors. I do see he's making some Immortals. Maybe that's the idea. Just let the Immortals tank the hits and go. But, yeah, Rostok going to move up here. Make sure that this base is not being remade or anything. A few Zealots here and there doing some harassment. Pig supply extremely low at this point. And, well, this has been a very patient and well-played game from Rostok, I have to say. And Pig is doing... He has, like, a lot of ideas here about what he needs to do to try to come back. He's trying to play, like, very steadily. Not a bad idea, right? You're playing against, like, a 16-year-old kid. There's definitely a possibility that he throws it in some way. Right, everyone is capable of throws, but especially when you're at the beginning of your career, I think it's like more likely. Right, some feedbacks go off there. Walks right in, and you can see like there is some shredding going down, but a blink forward there, and that's going to be game. GG. A little bit one-sided there. Whew. Philosophy Guy 69. Thank you for the sub. I'm not here for StarCraft 2. Quit it or I'll come back later for StarCraft 1. Oh shit, guys. Pickle Dick isn't here for StarCraft 2. I'm going to quit it because I don't want him to leave. Bye, Pickle Dick. How many of you guys in the chat have a grill? For my teeth, no. A grill that you cook food on. A grill to cook stuff, yeah. Like a grill outside, like a barbecue or a grill or whatever. Now, here's the question. How many times a week do you cook on your grill? I want to see if I'm, like, cooking more than I should or less than I should, or am I average? have a grill on my patio I haven't used in like 3 years. What? 7 days a week. 2.3 times. Okay. Once a month in the winter. I haven't had it during the winter. I don't know if I'll use it during the winter. Yeah, I don't know exactly how often I use it, but I want to say twice a week. I cook dinner on the grill twice a week, I'd say. Feels like a good balance. I think it's especially good for kids.
People
throw hot dogs on there and shit.
Donated $3. Don't you love when some idiot on the internet gets mad at something you say or do? And instead of just fucking leaving or whatever, they have to tell you, "Hey Artosis, I am leaving. Hey Artosis, I am unsubscribing." Just fucking leave. Nobody gives a shit, idiot.
Yeah. Well. It's an interesting take. Honestly, I don't care either way. I do think it's kind of funny though. The thing is, I think that there is some level of that for some people that can be upsetting.
Game paused.
Fucking pig. But like, let's say that you're like a very small streamer that's trying to make it work, and someone comes in and says that could stress you out, right? You're like, damn, I don't want to lose a viewer. Like if you're someone that's, you know, you're working on your stream and you're streaming to 10, 15 people and one of them's angry and gonna leave. Like I could see that being like a stressful thing, and you might consider like, maybe I should do my normal content, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, I mean, who fucking cares here? Alright, back into it. Fish placement. Thank you for gifting a sub. Alright, we're on Gressfawn. It's PVZ, so we have to wait for the Cybernetic score to finish generally, but it is actually a pool first here from Pig, so that's at least something kind of interesting, right? See if that actually, if anything becomes of that. Throws down his hatchery. I ran through my first propane tank tonight. I had to switch it out. I started cooking, and then like I go over, nothing's cooking. I'm like, huh. So we're waiting for that Cybernetic score to finish up, and then we'll be able to actually talk about what's going on. What grill did I get? It's I forget the name of it. Paterno, I think. Paterno. I got it at Canadian Tire. It's pretty awesome. Why not chat on stream? I never have chat on stream for the StarCraft 2. I'm giving you a full cinematic experience of this beautifully graphic game. Guys, type 1 in the chat if you prefer StarCraft 1 graphics. Type 2 in the chat if you prefer StarCraft 2 graphics. It's actually pretty even. Pretty even. So, there was a battery made, which is kind of funny against this pool first, because no super real aggression or anything too scary going on, but okay. He's got his 2 gates. You know, it's okay to open up with something kind of safe like this. Twilight going down. He's making a single stalker here that's going to be able to keep overlords away. It's a great thing to put in a wall as well. A lot of lings being made right now. Speed upgrade on the way as well. Oh, a little bit of miss micro there for a moment there from Rostok. Definitely feels like he could have gotten an additional drone or 2. Kind of walked those adepts in the wrong way. Okay, actually doing all right here. This you're pretty happy with, honestly. These first 2 adepts, you know, lost mining time, some lings, 3 drones. Oh, you might even get away with one. That's kind of wild. But yeah, you're pretty happy. You're pretty happy. Gonna dive in here, see if you can get another drone as well. Ooh, he's gonna get one. That's crazy. No! That was so close. He was like a fucking millimeter from getting that again. The lings pushed him back just enough, but he gets the adept out, so it's fine. So anyways, blink is on the way. This is a very fast blink. We don't normally see this build anymore. This is not a popular build by any means at the moment. The 2-base blink, and he is making a 3rd nexus. He's getting forge and robo. So this is something where he just isn't putting on any pressure, but instead just making a lot of units. This is going to give a little bit of breathing room here to Pig. He's going to be able to drone up pretty nicely. And a Hydralisk Den. I actually think that that's going to work out reasonably well for him. Like a Ling Hydra play. Ling Hydra sounds pretty decent against this, actually. Yeah, that seems pretty all right. We'll see what Rostok does as far as his tech. This is kind of a funny thing to watch as well. He's getting an observer. So the observer should be able to just kind of like give him eyes on what this tech is. You know, probably go Colossus against it.
Donated $4.20. Artie, it's me, Pickle Dick. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not going to watch StarCraft 2 and nobody cares about your stupid grill. Quit turning the TPS off or go choke on Glizzy.
What? Thanks, Pickle Dick. My new favorite arc of the guys in the chat. Pickle Dick letting me know what I can and cannot stream. Okay, so yeah, it does look like he is going to be getting into some Colossus tech from here. Charge on the way as well. Yeah, definitely doing all right as far as those trades go. 3 bases up and mining. Pig right now. Now, I believe... Oh, I see what's going on. This is actually, I believe, Miomeka's all in. If I'm remembering this correctly, it's been at least a couple months since I last talked about this build, and my memory is a little bit shoddy, but I believe it was Miomeka that made this build. Anyways, regardless, this is a low drone, like Hydra Ling attack. It seems as if Rostok is doing the right things to hold it, but the Pig was actually picking up some wins with this in the Open Cup. Again, a couple months ago, or maybe it was even a little bit longer than that at this point. Look, he's got double cannon. Throws down some very good force fields. Yeah, the Ling's having a hard time getting out of there. Hydra's going to rotate down, and that is a little bit painful. Now that's good. Damn, dude. 2 Hydras right there. But yeah, he's got a good spread here. He's got the batteries. Should be able to hold this. He's starting to whittle it down, as you can see. The energy's going away. The cannons are going away, but you can see the Hydras not being kept around anymore. So this is a pretty bad situation. Just a lot of speedlings have been made back at home for Pig. He's actually down by 5 workers on the same number of bases. And he doesn't really have anything that fantastic going on. So, yeah, this game, I think, is very likely to end here. I think the Pig is going to either wait for a move out and try to surround it, or he's going to do one more attack. Everything is problematic for Pig at this point. You know, it mostly, like, Pig isn't playing these cups to win, just to let you guys know. Not that he could win anyways. Like, he was a pro gamer way back. And he is a very good player. He's a very smart guy. But he generally uses these cups to kind of test out builds. You know, Pig is... I have a lot of respect for Pig. He plays all 3 of the races to try to better himself for his analysis and his commentary and things like that. And he does spend a good amount of time, you know, testing out some new strategies, some new builds, just trying to get a feel for how some of them work. So, yeah, it's... you know, I don't know. I think that's something to mention. It's just good to see someone taking it seriously and you know, doing these tests and everything. But yeah, he's, you know, there certainly are times, I'm sure, where Pig is playing like a strategy just to try to win. But and in fact, this may have been one of them. But yeah, oftentimes he is doing things like testing out certain strats. Anyways, breaks through here. He's still sitting on 42 workers, right? So he hasn't made a drone in a fucking long time. It's been a very long time since a drone has been made by Pig. Now, like, just Hydroling being produced. Yeah, actually, he's, like, getting supply blocked a little bit here as well, so the macro just slightly off. But, yeah, he's got exactly one more battle left in him. Like, the next thing that has to happen is Pig has to win. Or he's dead. Like, this, if he's going to attack or if he's waiting. The thing is, waiting, if your opponent's waiting and you're waiting, you're going to lose. So you are eventually going to have to pull the trigger here, and it looks like he is going to start poking and then try to hit another location. So, anyways, this is not going to end well. He does catch these disruptors, which is pretty decent, and, you know, maybe he can force a cancel on that Nexus. But the overall army that Rostok has made is very, very high quality. And GG.